Okay, this is my 9th rolling session on these stars. The stars now are around 14.5 millimeters. They're rounding out nicely, nice and round. For this session, I'm going to try to use mostly Toro. One of the people we've been talking to uses just Toro and no dry comp. So we'll start out by using just Toro, see where we get. And my Toro is very thick, which these stars should be able to handle. So we'll give that a try. I have some dry comp on hand just in case I need to do it. I mixed up 700 grams, 500 grams of C8 and 200 grams of ferro tie in here. And then of this total 700 grams, I took out 150 grams of the mixed composition and added about, I think it was about 30 grams of water. So there's not a lot of water in here. But I do know that in this particular rolling session, I should be adding probably not quite all of this, but 3/4 of this comp, so maybe 500 grams or so. So again, this is 150 grams of comp in here. So we'll see by adding the 150 where we are. If I can add this all without having to add dry comp, and we'll go from there. I'm also switching to a different star roller. Biggest reason is that it's a little bit bigger roller. We can see into it better, so I can get better video on it. I've used this one before, growing stars to 1 inch, and it works real good. And this is a 30-gallon Hobart mixing bowl. So we'll put our stars in. Okay, so we'll add some Toro, and again, one of the people that's been discussing this method adds it ahead of the pile, so we'll give that a try too. So you can see they picked it up nicely. Although there's a lot out here that hasn't picked up yet. A lot of Toro out here is not picking up. So I think at this point I'm going to have to start using my dry comp, because otherwise I'm not going to pick this stuff up. I'll let them roll a little bit longer. They're really wet. Add dry comp here. Oops. You can see right away the dry comp picked up the Toro that was on the barrel pretty good, and the stars become sticky. I can't quite get the technique of just adding just Toro, I guess. Yes, you can see how it's cleaning up the drum pretty good by adding the dry comp. But the thick Toro definitely works nice. see, it doesn't take a lot of Toro to make the stars pretty sticky. You can see how it's cleaning up the bowl, though. It cleans it up nicely when I'm using the dry comp. You see by letting the stars roll for a while how the moisture comes back up to the top. I do like to use as much Toro as I can, so you know, more Toro, less dry comp. One of the things you have to remember is that we're not adding a lot of water to these stars. So there's 150 grams of comp in here, and I added like 35 grams of water or so. So just a little over an ounce of water in this batch of Toro. And it's looking like I will need more Toro for this batch of stars. Now when you drop the Toro directly on the stars, you will see that where the Toro plops on the stars, that sometimes the stars do stick together. But usually when they're this big, they will break back apart. Not always. I've seen stars this big stick together and kind of stay stuck together. If you see that, you can, usually they'll work themselves to the top, and you can actually, you know, grab them and separate them and throw them back in. Notice how clean this bowl is after you let them roll a little bit. It cleans the bowl up nicely. These sticky stars pick up everything they can get. kind of like a little black hole. It keeps gobbling up matter. I don't know if you saw that when I put that glob on. There was about 6-7 stars that just stuck together as a clump, but then they worked their way into the pile and broke apart. That is 700 grams of composition, 500 grams of C8, 200 grams of Toro tie. And they are ready to take off. Well, it's 16.5 millimeters. Sixteen. So we grew them from, what was it, 14.5 millimeters to 16.